Hello Leo, welcome to Tarot Signs. Today we're doing a new series I'm starting. It's the GAIA Love Tarot Read. So we'll start with the Dreams of GAIA deck and we will be finishing up with the GAIA Oracle. So let's get started here and see what we have for you, Leo, in love. Wait, let me make sure I have that one. Go in reverse. I don't like to start with them in reverse. One more shuffle. I am seeing a lot of love, Leo. A lot of love in these cards. I feel it. I see it. Let's see what's going on. We're going to cut once and then we're going to do a seer spread for you and your person. Wow, beautiful. Look at that energy. So here we've got your energy. Now take it. The roles can be reversed. It could be you or your person in this energy. Yeah. This is beautiful. This is the father. You know, you could be a masculine or dealing with someone that, you know, this message kind of relates to the central control and order of things, the structure, trying to control people, circumstances, and knowing what's in your control and what is not. So this is where you can primarily decide how your relationships form from here, right? How your relationships form by taking control, Leo. You're good at that. You are. Look, there's your lioness. Beautiful. And we have the Eight of Air and your mutual interest here. The mutual interest being the Eight of Air is telling me that all forms of belief can lead to peace and a healthy sense of being or excitement, right? And almost in a fundamental behavior. And by that I mean each path contains beliefs that won't be changed, cannot be changed. I think I talked about this yesterday in the, was it yesterday? Interesting. Yeah, so what this is kind of telling me here is, you know, your core beliefs that cannot be changed. You know, you might be coming into something and you're a devout Catholic and they're a Jew. You know, they're Jewish belief, you know, from a Jewish descent. So, you know, there's core values in that and history that can't be changed in the Jewish, and same, you know, when it comes to Catholicism. So this is about taking control, right? And being able to decide how it works from here. You know, and it could be okay, you know, and this could have to do with raising children as well. You know, on how your fundamental beliefs and your core values are going to, and I'm just using that as an example. It could be anything. It could be, what was the example I used in the daily yesterday? I think it was, you know, one person could be a vegetarian and one eats meat. You know, one believes that, you know, meat protein is good and the other thinks that, you know, everything's equal. You know, anything living is, you know, wow, where am I getting that from? Probably sociology. Someone could be a sociologist. I don't know. Or study sociology, but I'm getting like, maybe one person believes that, you know, who are we to say who dies? You know, that's a living creature. We're a living creature. You know, are we entitled to eat it because it's less superior? Or, you know, we think it's less superior than us? That's interesting. I think I, read that in a book once. So the mutual interest here is balancing these core beliefs, whatever they may be, whether that's religion or the type of food you eat. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get in a tangent, but obviously that relates to someone because I wouldn't be giving that message if someone didn't need to hear it. So the love potential here is this Eight of Fire. My gosh, this is good. This is transformations through the actions that you're taking, Leo. Okay, so using this to transform and seeking and bringing the freedom and the joy into this relationship, and it could even be starting a new job or moving to a new location, but it's bringing this joy, this transformation through, you know, whether you're changing physically or you're just free to explore this relationship. Maybe it's been, you know, because of whatever, you know, core values and beliefs, maybe it had you stuck, right? But here we've got the 10. And the 10 is about wisdom here. I know he looks like the hermit, but he's already has his wisdom. He's got it in his lamp. It's going to lead him forward. Him, her, take it however it resonates, but they're mindful, and this person considers the consequences of their thoughts and actions. They do. And they know that there's great wisdom and that we do not have all the answers. But we go off of the beliefs that we know, even though we don't have all the answers, right? You don't have all the answers to this. This is about core beliefs within a dynamic, because your immediate concern right now is the wisdom in that, being able to shine a light on it and know that you don't have the answers to these things, right? You don't. But you can be mindful in considering the thoughts and the actions within it. Like, okay, so, there's choose for Jesus. If we're talking about religion, we're maybe adapting where, okay, I take the kids on this day and you take them on this day. I'm trying to see exactly where they're going with this core values. But it's about seeking the answers that you don't have the answers to. Somebody's lighting their way with all the knowledge and the wisdom that they've gained within this connection. But what they're failing to see, I believe, is that there's core values in this, because it's an immediate concern. That maybe that's the catch. And that's the catch in this love dynamic, is they're worried if your values are going to balance out. Because when looking at this is intuition. How you're perceiving things. Actually, this is perception. And this is, hindsight's a bitch. So when you think back and you did not heed the intuition before and things didn't go as you hoped, this is about trusting your gut. And it could have been about this. Maybe someone was too stubborn in this dynamic in their core values. And that's why it was like, hey, can't you bend a little bit? And they were stubborn in that. But now, what's hidden here is somebody is observing, they're listening, and they're learning, because they know the more they know, the better they can apply it to rational thought within this relationship. And that's what they're hiding, is that they do. They're balancing this. They're listening, they're learning, they're observing, and, they're going to trust their gut this time. Or they're trusting their gut in this, whether this is you or your person. Oh, beautiful. And you could be dealing with a Capricorn, this is a Queen of Earth, but not necessarily. The Queen in this deck, she is very nurturing, of course, supportive to those around her, and she gives motherly advice. This isn't a person that hides at their home and wants to be alone and smother. In a bad light, this could be somebody that's smothering someone, the people around them, but this isn't it. This is where they're nurturing and supportive, and they give motherly advice. Okay, and that's the outcome. I think you're coming to this person that is nurturing and motherly, regardless of, what they eat, their religious outlook. You love them, or vice versa. And that's why this is at the forefront of everything. Decide how your relationship from the past are influencing the one in the future. Okay, maybe in the past the core values weren't aligned, but it looks like, with this at the forefront, like I said, this is control and order. Someone taking control in their circumstance. Who is in your corner and who is not. And that's what needs to be decided so you can move forward in this dynamic, Leo. All right, we're going to grab one of these from the Gaia Oracle for Leo, please. June 2022. An overall message for Leo on this spread, please, for June 2022 in love. We're going to cut. Liberation. I'm telling you, breaking free from the negative attachment. And the negative attachment is these beliefs, right? these core values that, you know, you were taught as a child that just don't apply anymore. You know, people change, and we don't always end up to be our parents, right? Let's just say that. This is a 7, you know, and you know, feeling if breaking free from this is going to bring you this nurturing, loving, beautiful connection from someone that, you know, if this isn't, well, this, like I said, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, it could either be a Capricorn or a Sagittarius. This is you. Now that I think about it, because the Queen of Earth is 2/3 Capricorn and 1/3 Sagittarius. This person's coming to you. They're coming to you and they're liberated from all this negative attachment that probably had to do with their belief system, right? Let me get any in-depth message on that. I don't know these by heart, so I was going to read the in-depth message on this. Yeah, this is someone that's trusting in their highest good. That this is going to be of the highest good for everybody involved. You're advised to examine this issue and then create some space between you. For your sake and the sake of others, you must do whatever it takes to break free from the negative emotional attachment. Initially, this may cause some resentment. Yeah. And even a sense of panic. But the end result will be worth it. When you manage to emotionally detach yourself from this issue, you will have learned a valuable. Where did I get subtle? They're being subtle. That's why this is hidden. Interesting. When you manage to emotionally detach yourself from this issue, you will have learned a valuable lesson, and this will serve you well in the future. I look at every situation in a balanced way. They are, like I said, they're taking control here. They are taking control and liberating themselves from this old paradigm, this old dynamic. That's it, the paradigm. That's it. Damn, wake up. That's me. You know, I get it, spirit. You know, this is the paradigm that they're in. Whatever they were taught and learned as a child, this is like, and it could be something like this, okay? Another example. My father was a judge, and my brother's a judge, and so I gotta be a judge. You know, it's breaking these patterns and taking control over your own life. That's what I have, Leo. Oh my God, and I called you Sagittarius? Yeah, I did. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Or a Capricorn, or anybody in this living energy. I apologize, Leo. I know you're a Leo. Look at you. Leo strong. You could, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, then that's what I was meant to say. And that's what I have for you. Thank you, Leo.